friends, welcome to the Point. In today's session, we'll discuss about water resources. This is a topic from India Yearbook. So, what is a water resource? So, water resources, they are the resources of water that are useful or potentially useful to humans. So, it is very important because it is needed for life to exist. Many uses of water include agricultural usage, industrial usage, household usage, recreational and environmental activities. So virtually all of these human uses they require a fresh water. So water resources they come in many forms. But the three main categories of water resources are salt water, groundwater and the surface water. To maintain and conserve all these water resources, the Ministry of Water Resources it takes a necessary step. The Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Regeneration it lays down policies and programs for the development and regulation of water resources of the country. So it covers a sectoral planning, coordination, policy guidelines, technical examination and techno-economic appraisal of the projects that provide central assistance to specific projects, facilitation of external assistance, and assistance in the resolution of interstate water disputes. National Water Mission. So, with a view to address climate change and the related issues, the National Action Plan on Climate Change. In short, it is called as NAPCC. It has been prepared by the government of India, so which laid down the principles and it has identified the approach to be adopted to meet the challenges of impact of climate change through 8 national missions. So National Water Mission it is one of the missions under NAPCC, that is the National Action Plan on Climate Change. The main objective of National Water Mission is conservation of water. So the main objective of National Water Mission is conservation of water, minimizing the wastage and ensuring its more equitable distribution both across and within states through integrated water resource development and management. So, the 5 identified goals of the mission are comprehensive water database in public domain and assessment of impact of climate change on water resources. Next is the promotion of citizen and state action for water conservation, augmentation, and preservation. Third is the focused attention to vulnerable areas including overexploited areas. The fourth is increasing water use efficiency, increasing the use of water efficiency by 20%. Fifth is promotion of basin level integrated water resource management. So there are various strategies for achieving the goals which have been identified and which leads to an integrated planning for sustainable development and efficient management with active participation of the stakeholders. Main activities undertaken by National Water Mission. So there are many activities taken place by National Water Mission, but we'll discuss about main activities took by the National Water Mission. The first one is comprehensive water database in public domain. India Water Resource Information System. India Water Resource Information System. It's a portal for providing information on water resources that has been developed by Central Water Commission, and all the data pertaining to surface water and groundwater, they are available in this Indiavis. NWM web portal. So this is an independent web portal of NWM, that is the National Water Mission. It has been launched, and this portal, it aims at providing all the information relating to water resources, organizations and their activities on different aspects of water resource at one point. Next is assessment of impact of climate change on water resources. National Water Mission, it has identified 8 river basins for study of impact of climate change in association with research institutes like IITs, NITs, IISC and NIH under the Research and Development Scheme of Ministry. Convention on Participatory Irrigation Management, PIM. So the National Convention of Water Users Association, it was held at CSMRS New Delhi in the year 2014. So the main objective of PIM, that is a participatory irrigation management, is the regional convention. It was to promote an equitable distribution of water, which with creating awareness about the conservation of water, minimizing wastage, depletion of groundwater, and adopting on-farm water efficient techniques in the command areas. National Water Policy 2012. So this was adopted by National Water Resource Council in the year 2012, and it has made several recommendations for conservation, development and improved management of water resources in our country. So the main recommendations are the emphasis on the need for a national water framework law. So what is the need for national water framework law? All these things had been recommended by National Water Policy. And the next recommendation was comprehensive legislation for optimum development of interstate rivers and river valleys. The third one is evolving a system of benchmarks for water uses for different purposes to ensure efficient use of water. Next is setting up of water regulatory authority by each state. Next is incentivizing recycle and reuse of water are some of the important recommendations in this policy. National Water Resource Board or National Water Resource Council. So this was set up by the Government of India in March 1983. The chairman of this National Water Resource Council is our Prime Minister, and the members are the Union Minister of Water Resource, River Development and Ganga Regeneration. He is a vice chairman of this council. And the Union Minister of all the states of state for water resources, concerned union ministers, and the chief ministers of all the states, and the lieutenant governors of union territories, they are the members of this council. The secretary of this council is the Secretary, Minister of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Regeneration. He is the secretary of this council. National Water Board. The Government of India constituted National Water Board in the September in the year 1990. So this was constituted to review the progress, to review the progress achieved in implementation of national water policy and to report the progress to the National Water Resource Council from time to time. So that is the reason this board, National Water Board, was constituted. The secretaries of the concerned union ministers, chairman, Central Water Commission, chief secretaries of all the states, chief secretaries of union territories and its members, Central Water Commission is a member secretary of this board. A national forum of water resources and irrigation minister of states, it was constituted by the ministry with the following terms and reference. So the terms and reference were to deliberate on various reforms that is needed in water resource sector from time to time and to attempt towards evolving consensus at the national level, and also to provide an appropriate platform for sharing of ideas and facilitating support to new and innovative ideas and initiatives for better water governance proposed by the central and or state governments. So this is a permanent forum of 12 members with the provision that half of its members would retire after every 2 years and would be replaced by the ministries from the states or union territories from similar regions in that country. So therefore a member shall have a tenure of 4 years except for 6 members from the initial constitution who would have a tenure of only 2 years. So a member in this, he will have a tenure of 4 years for 6 members from the initial constitution who would have a tenure of only 2 years. National Mission for Clean Ganga, so which is also known as Namami Gange. So Namami Gange program, it integrates the efforts to clean and protect river Ganga in a comprehensive manner with a budget outlay of 20,000 crore for the next 5 years. So to speed up the progress, the center, it has decided to take over 100% funding of various activities or 100% funding of various projects, and it plans to provide for operation and maintenance of the assets for a minimum of 10 year period. So the primary focus of the program is on pollution abatement by 2020. So the gap in treatment capacity for 118 priority towns located along the Ganga will also be addressed. Jal Kranti Abhiyan or a Jal Kranti campaign. So the ministry celebrated Jal Kranti Abhiyan during the year 2015 to 2016 to consolidate water conservation and management in the country through a holistic approach involving all stakeholders, making it a mass movement. So the objectives of Jal Kranti Abhiyan is to strengthen grassroots involvement of all the stakeholders, including the Panchayati Raj institutions and local bodies in the water security and development schemes. Next is to encouraging the adoption or utilization of traditional knowledge in water resources conservation and its management. And third is utilizing sector level expertise from different levels in government like NGOs and so on. So livelihood enhancing livelihood security through water security in rural areas. So the activities under Jal Kranti Abhiyan or Jal Gram Yojana. activities are Jal Gram Yojana, development of model command area. Next is pollution abatement, and finally mass awareness program. Mass awareness program and other activities also. Pradhana Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. In short, it is called as PMKSY. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. So this scheme or this yojana, it is aimed to enhance a physical access of water on farm and to expand cultivable area under assured irrigation, to improve on the farm water use efficiency, to introduce a sustainable water conservation practices, and so on. So the main objective of the scheme is to achieve convergence of investments in irrigation at the field level, to enhance the physical access of water on the farm and to expand cultivable area under assured irrigation, that is har khet ko pani, that is assured irrigation in the form of har khet ko pani. Enhance the adoption of precision irrigation and other water saving technologies, that is more crop per drop, to enhance recharge of aquifers and to introduce sustainable water conservation practices, and also to ensure the integrated development of rain fed areas. Integrated development of rain fed areas using watershed approach towards the soil and water conservation, regeneration of groundwater, arresting the runoff, that means saving the rainwater, providing livelihood options and other NRM activities. So this also promotes extension activities that relates to water harvesting, water management, and crop alignment for farmers and grassroots level field functionaries. So let's have a brief overview of the command area development and water management information system. So the objective of this command area development and water management is to enhance water use efficiency, and production and productivity of crops per unit of land and water for improving socio-economic condition of farmers. So this program, it envisages integration of all the activities that is relating to irrigated agriculture in a coordinated manner with multidisciplinary team under a command area development authority. So the coverage means it initially 60 major and medium irrigation products were taken up under a command area development program, which is covering a culturable command area of about 15 million hectare. So this program, it was restructured and renamed as command area development and water management program from the year 2004. So before, it was called as only command area development program. So the program is being implemented under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, which we have studied earlier, PMKSY. So that is har khet ko pani. Reclamation of waterlogged areas. So Ministry of Water Resources introduced a component of reclamation of waterlogged areas under a centrally sponsored command area development program from 1996. So under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, Har Khet Ko Pani, convergence is also to be explored in case of earthworks also. So far, 823 schemes of 9 states namely the states like Bihar, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Orissa, and Uttar Pradesh. They have been improved. They have been approved for reclamation of 122.53 thousand hectares of waterlogged area. They have reclaimed this waterlogged areas. Participatory irrigation management. National water policy. National water policy, it stresses a participatory approach in water resource management. It has been recognized that participation of beneficiaries will help greatly in the optimal upkeep of irrigation system and effective utilization of irrigation water. The participation of farmers in the management of irrigation, they would include transfer responsibility for operation and maintenance, and also collection of water charges to the water users association in their respective jurisdiction, and this was from 2008 to 9. So one time functional grant at 1200 rupees per hectare. So this is per hectare. It is to be shared by the center, state, and the farmers in the ratio of 45 is to 45 is to 10. That is 45 for center, 45 for state, and 10 for the farmer. And this is being paid to outlet level water users association as incentives, the interest from which it is to be used for the maintenance. So this is some of the important points about the water resources. So still there are few more topics like flood management and Ganga flood control commission and all those things. So about this flood management and Ganga flood control commission we'll be discussing in the next session. See you in the next session. Thank you.